tested and screwed up, feeling like your faith was so disconnected. Fighting through the anxiety, trying to battle depression and trying to move with the reverence, cause I was due for a lesson. But it's cool, God came through with a blessing, and I knew nobody around me could step into my shoes. Learning how to stand on decisions that I choose. Yeah. Cause I'm still here, scars all over my skin. They can show.
All right, guys, we were supposed to give you a testing video. So I am at Bischoff's right now. I have our motor tore apart. Testing didn't go great. We just had this we just had this suspicion that this thing's just not running right. Even on the dyno, we had an idea. We just felt like it was wrong. So I called Tony and we went through some stuff, and he feels like the camshaft is completely wrong for what we're doing. So brought it up here. Me and Tony pulled the cam out of it. He's got a guy named Charlie Westcott, which Charlie Westcott is an NHRA Superstock guy. I'm gonna take the cam to him, and he's actually gonna regrind it. So we're gonna drive it there so that we can get it done super fast. And then we're gonna put this thing back together and see if we fixed it. So just got this done. I'm gonna go back to the shop, and then I'm gonna head to Charlie Westcott's whenever he tells me to come.
Hello.
Poland, it's 5:06 a.m. I'm on my way to pick you up. We gotta go get Charlie's camshaft.
Alright, I'm getting ready.
One day it'll land, yeah, I'm still here. I know I ain't the only one. Everybody gotta go through something. I'm still here, and I know that my day gon' come, but until it does, I'm still here. And ain't nobody
It was
finna
really
stop me.
too early
I'm
for
still
this.
here.
It was gonna be sick when the garage door opened, and then we could have had some smoke. I mean, we missed it.
We probably missed an opportunity. Blame it on Jimmy Dale.
Let's go. We got Poland. We need some oil, and we need some gas.
Oil and gas?
Yeah, truck's low on oil. You know how my truck rolls.
Well, those are pretty two prime ingredients you gotta have to go for a road trip.
Yeah, hopefully this old girl makes it. It's got 300,000 on it.
Did you do some cleaning in here?
I did clean up a little bit for you.
I'm proud of you. That's a start.
Yeah, it's a start. Got the truck all topped off with a little Speedway 530. The Vortex, ready to Vortex. We're gonna start really making some progress.
I'm still here. And ain't nobody finna stop me. I'm still here.
Starting route to Parma.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Poland, who knew that you'd have to we're coming to the middle of nowhere to get our camshaft.
I feel like we're supposed to be getting a camshaft, but I'm in the, this is a haunted movie. This is a scary movie. I may die, and I can't run. It's always the people, the dumb ones are always the last ones to die, but I feel like I'm going to be the first one to die. I can't get away.
We're on a dirt road here, boys. This feels like
Children of the corn.
Yeah. That's a nice little building back there. That's probably got to be it.
Yeah, look at the cornfield on the right.
I hope we're pulling up to the right.
Me too.
Proceed to the route.
Yeah, hold please.
Hold, please.
Well, that was a super quick transaction.
We were, in fact, in the right place. Charlie should be thumping pretty soon.
So what they did is they took the camshaft that we already had, and then he re-profiled these lobes and stuff. I can see where they're kind of looking new, and did what Bischoff asked. So pretty wild. You just a guy that has that kind of equipment out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay,
machine.
so let's get to you pull up, and this looks like a barn-dominium type deal. It's like built onto his house, right? And you would think there's probably just a couple boats in there chilling. You go in, and there's some of the nicest machines I've probably ever seen in my life.
Yeah, there's an NHRA Pro Stock car.
There's a Pro Stock car sitting in there, and then some of the nicest machines I've like. That dude solely focuses on making cool shit.
It's cool, man. So he actually, we're at Charlie Westcott Jr.'s house. And if you know that name, he has a car called the Warfish, which I explained to Poland who that was.
Insert picture here.
Yep. And I wish it wasn't. He hasn't moved it over here yet because it's a newer building. But I was hoping to get to show Poland that. So now we're back on the road. Poland's got his Dr. Pepper.
Got Dr. Pepper and a camshaft. We're headed to see Uncle Tony.
Let's
for
get
like
it.
the third time in 2 days.
Yeah, poor guy. He's tired of it.
He's definitely tired of this.
Scars all over my skin. They can show you everywhere I've been. Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, guys. Me and Poland, we made it to BES Racing Engines with our new camshaft. Brad met us here in his Prius, and Brad and Uncle Tony, since me and Poland aren't certified to do that kind of stuff, Brad and Uncle Tony are going to put this thing back together. Uncle Tony's going to explain to you what he found, why he believes it's not running, and then they're going to slide that cam back in, and then we'll take it back to the shop and Brad to finish it up. So let's see what Uncle Tony has for us. Brad actually quit. He left us, and he's now working his dream job.
Yeah, Tony said he needs some help, so
I need
I'm
him.
here.
What can work for me?
You would hire him in a second.
I would. We're off two.
We're off of 2.
Yep, we gotta move it 1 feet. I think we need a bigger torque wrench.
Just a little bit? I bet they got a breaker bar somewhere around here we could slide over the end of it.
There we go. Now we just need Tony to check our work.
Uncle Tony.
But we done lost him. There's like 17 people out there.
There's a line at the door.
If you don't think that drag
feel like-
racing and like engine building or hot rodding's healthy, you should come here and see how many engines are piled up.
Yeah, just come to Uncle Tony's. Is that max capacity all the time? One person walks out, another one walks in.
Yeah.
I know it's not straight, but it should still work.
Did Brad get it right the first try?
I think he did.
There wasn't any adjustment. It was just you had to get
Putting out what
yeah.
putting out what came in, or yeah,
Yeah.
putting in what it came out
Just
of.
assuming he wanted the intake center line there.
I mean, me and you probably could have done that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We could have probably done that, but we still got yelled at about the wire
Yeah,
situation
the
that was
wire
going on there.
situation. Yeah, the water situation.
We'll just plead
We're gonna talk about that.
we plead the fifth on that.
We came to the doctor pulling, he's fixing it.
I see that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't mind seeing the cam 2 degrees farther advanced, but 2 degrees is just nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might take me an hour to get that 2 degrees.
How do you have to move it on the lower gear?
Well,
How is
no.
that adjustable?
See all these right here? You keep clocking them different.
Oh,
takes
so they're
forever.
offset?
Yes.
So you rotate the gear and
Yeah.
it might move it 1 degree or whatever?
So typically what I'll do is on one of these here, and you can kind of almost do this. You'll see I did this to start with. If you want to do this fast, you set the motor where you want to say, I'm going to tell you what to set it on real quick here. If you ever want to change this at the track,
Yeah.
I'll give you some numbers here because it makes it way faster. And the one reason I don't want to go through all this, we're going to document this, because every time we move this, I'm going to make sure we put this back in the right spot.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to document where it's actually pointing, just so you know. So right now, this thing should hit peak lift about 247, I believe that's what I got written down. 242. So yeah, it's going to float there a couple degrees because we're on peak. That's why you got 50 down both sides. But anyway, if you want it advanced farther, basically 245 would be in at 115. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just take 360 minus the number, that tells you what number.
Right, your intake's right on.
So, and then what you got to do is you just keep swapping around so you get it peak lift at 245.
So the bolts line back up?
Yeah.
That is a long ride.
It's, once you do it 2 or 3 times, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's just a little tedious, but it all lined up good. We're in at 118. So naturally, when we took it apart, you know, a 1:6 ratio with a 500 load, it's only got 800 lift. If you got a big head like this, you got to have at least 900. So we went to a 520 load. We're going to go 1:8 ratio. That's really going to make the heads work a lot better. The duration, in my opinion, was way too long on the intake side. With the intake combination and stuff, manifold combination, I believe this is going to be a much better. Okay. So we'll see if I'm a hero or zero here in a couple days.
Tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Man, I hope I'm not a
So
zero.
what you're saying, Uncle Tony, is Charlie got his legs back.
I hope. We'll see. We'll see.
He didn't have no legs.
We'll find out.
So what he basically says, it had a stage 2 cam. Now we got a stage 4 cam.
Yeah.
That sounds like about stage 7.
And if this works, we might try stage 5 or 6.
Love the idea.
Tony likes mechanics. Yeah. He's trying to make it really thump like a nitrous engine, you know. So, and if that don't work, he said we're going to be able to take the 959 on payments, you know.
We're just gonna go
Chargers still don't run.
959 from Uncle Tony
might be a
on.
possibility.
Yeah.
We'll trade this in and see what we
Yeah, we're just gonna keep horse trading to see what we get.
It's going to go, guys. I got faith.
All right, guys, we're just taking all I put all the bolts back on so I didn't lose them. Taking them off, we're gonna load this thing in the truck. We don't want to inconvenience Uncle Tony any more than we already have. He's ridiculously busy. So for him to help us out with this, listen, if you're not using BES, I don't really know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
The doctor gave him a clean bill of health. He just said y'all had to go put the Band-Aids on it, and we're good to go.
I'm gonna go ahead and put him in his cargo pants.
You gonna put him in the cargo? Yeah, put him there.
I'll say, how do you even build engines without cargo shorts?
You gotta have a Big Brain Brad logo right here and some cargo shorts.
That's right, baby.
And you are certified.
You can put all the lifters.
You put the lifter there.
I got room in here.
Yeah. When Brad comes walking out and it looks like he just stole the whole grocery store, it's just engine.
Tops out. So I put the lifters in.
Yeah, Brad's gonna throw this thing back. Well, not throw. He's gonna meticulously put it back together tonight. It'll be back in the car probably night or early in the morning. And then T&D has expedited us some new rockers, and they're supposed to be here tomorrow, which we can put them on in the car. And then we're gonna be ready to go test and ready to go try to get $100,000.
I'm still here. I know I ain't the only one. Everybody gotta go through something.
All right, boys, we're back. Charlie's Motors here. They're done with their car. Look, he's still covered in grease. Now we got.
Somebody was working today.
I mean, I think he rolled around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just rolled around on the ground. You know. But Uncle Tony said that this thing is going to be like that scene from Dumb and Dumber where he took all the laxative. Now it's going to be released. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to do it.
I don't know. It's a lot of stress here. Nobody likes it when you turn the camera?
Like which project?
Well, it's an iPhone, so it should
And then you
probably.
got the thing in the way.
There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
You want to give the internet the seal of approval?
Keep going.
What do you mean?
There it is. Yep. Choose money. Yeah, that was the world's fastest.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
What? Yeah, after you watched us struggle for 2 days on that.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Well, that's. Hey, now that we
Yeah,
got
that's some
them
bullshit.
elongated motor plate hole or mid plate holes.
No one day it'll lay, yeah, I'm still here. I know I ain't the only one. Everybody gotta go through something. I'm still here, and I know that my day gon' come, but until it does, I'm still here. And ain't nobody finna stop me. I'm still here. I'm still here.
Listen, boys, we've been on pins and needles all morning. We moved mountains to make this happen. We were waiting for FedEx. Oh, there he is. He's right there. That guy, you don't know how important this box is, brother. How about you a $100,000 box? I appreciate you.
Right there in the bar. So
Awesome.
Yeah, this is what we needed. Thank you so much. Woo!
guys have a good.
You too.
Thanks.
We're going to have a great day now. Yeah, we're good. We did.
Crack open right here.
Yeah, here we go. We got it.
Nonchalant, like.
We're all screaming at him. Yeah, it's like the fastest we did it. I know that all you guys, you've had that moment of like, where you're just ready to pop up the lawn chair outside.
That FedEx guy almost got Bobby Boucher and he didn't even know.
Why are you guys so excited over the box?
It's like Christmas bowling.
It is.
This isn't the box.
This isn't the box.
This is not the box.
This
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
is definitely not the box.
That's a strut body.
That is.
No, this is not the box.
Uh-oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
John, dang on it. That's not it. That's not the box.
Was it FedEx we were waiting on or UPS?
We're waiting on FedEx. But maybe that's FedEx Express. So that wasn't our package. Thanks, Dave.
It was. Hey, thanks, Mike Brash. TRZ.
So now Barrett is way more assertive than I am. It is out for delivery, but we gotta meet this guy somewhere or something.
Yeah.
You
All
can
right,
do
so
that.
now I've transferred this stress.
We needed
to
to have
Barrett.
just got a hold of our boy there, but
Yeah, we really dropped. That's because we didn't bring you in the loop
That's
yet.
UPS. Wrong truck.
Dang, dude, jeez, little Pete.
What a day.
Well, we need these rockers.
There's a
dude.
FedEx guy that may get ran over by Kenny, like straight
Yeah.
pull over on the side of the road, block the
Listen, bud,
road.
get out of the way.
Get out of the way, bud.
Dude. We'll be in Jimmy's truck.
you can pause. It's going to be a second.
No. I want your thoughts on this, Barrett, how he put all your stress, or his stress on you, bud.
Oh, I just got to work my magic on the phone. All I need is a number.
He's already got the tap.
I'm telling AI, hey, I don't worry about, I don't care about you, AI. I need to talk to a real person.
Okay. All right. Try again. What we got?
Been secured. We made it.
Made it. All
I held
right.
that guy hostage. We weren't letting him leave.
Good deal.
JT. It's secured.
He goes, oh, I got this.
Yeah, T&D.
Shout out to T&D because they made it happen.
Yeah, they did.
I told the FedEx guy, this is a $100,000 body. You're not leaving.
Jason,
bro.
he goes like this. He goes,
He
what
got
is
the
this?
tap.
And we were like, that's
No, we don't care.
It's only a check. That's a jet.
Jay Bird.
He slides open the door. He's like,
Sweet.
Struggling.
Man, you must be terrible at Christmas time.
I got you.
Hey, and I need to know what we paid for this.
Calling the big guns sometimes.
Here, let's see. Let's see what I won't say it on
$245.
He really meant get your wife's info. Oh yeah.
Gonna have to run a sale, boys.
Hey,
T-shirt sales.
there may be another T-shirt
All
sale.
weekend.
T-shirts.
Hey, an extra 50% put on the price. 50% more.
Truthfully, Sarah hasn't looked at me all week.
Hey!
Not one
That's
time.
it.
What they did do is they performed a miracle, really. So
Yeah.
that and the race
Expedite's expensive.
Yeah, when you have to expedite something and people make it happen, it just you pay the bill. I didn't even ask what the total was. I'm not gonna let the wife see this one.
We don't like the negativity today, Brad. We need.
He adds balance.
There's definitely balance. Moment of truth.
Man, they make a really nice product.
Right.
It's really nice.
It's a madhouse in here today, Brad.
All right, guys, we're ready to fire this thing. So we left the racetrack Thursday. mad at it, defeated. Well, we weren't defeated, but we were mad at it. Ripped it out, took it to Uncle Tony. Uncle Tony found some problems. Me and Poland then drove all day to Michigan to pick up a camshaft at really the Taj Mahal of shops.
Yes.
You didn't have any footage on the inside because it's not.
Reading the room, that was not the place to film.
Not the place to film. We got it back yesterday. Tony and Brad put the cam in it. T&D rocker showed up this morning. Now we're ready to fire, and we're going to throw it in the box and go to Edgewater. So let's hopefully it fires.
Charlie fixing to run like Forrest Gump did.
Hopefully it fires. It's going to fire right up. Let's hope that it goes 185 mile an hour. That's what we really hope here.
Hold, please. We'll let you know shortly.
Have Brad do it in the first place.
Well, that's normally what happens. He doesn't like the way I did it.
When he gets in, get out of the way.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Jimmy Dale to work. How'd y'all get Jimmy Dale to work?
Trying to work off that bill, dog.
I got you. He got it.
You talking about that receipt that was as long as you?
Yeah.
He's about to get one of them.
Yeah, he about to get it.
That dude's it's gonna look like his Christmas list when he was 6.
So me and JT were talking about it yesterday. It's Sir Charles right now.
Sir Charles?
Sir Charles. Whenever he gets a 959, it's going to be King Charles.
I like that.
He went from Charlie to Charles.
All right, guys. Charlie's loaded up. Kenny's running. We're about to pull out and go to Edgewater. But unfortunately, you're going to have to tune in next time to see if Uncle Tony fixed it, see if the boys found their mile an hour, and see if it's even possible for us to win $100,000. So, as always, like, share, subscribe, and be on the lookout for the next video, which will be Charlie Testa.
I'm still here, trying to love everybody I can, cause I know one day it'll end. Yeah, I'm still here, I know I ain't the only one. Everybody gotta go through something. I'm still here, and I know that my day gon' run until it does. I'm still here, and ain't nobody finna stop me. I'm still here.